Hi there, Professor. My name is Siram. My partner for this project one is Michael. To start off, I'll be doing the NACE, right? And then for this project, the main ones you use was communication, critical thinking, leadership, not really leadership, but professionalism, teamwork, and technology. To start off technology, it was mostly we decided to use the Northwinds database, and that kind of included teamwork within it because we kind of had the group meeting and what we're using, how we're going to use it, how the mysteries are going to be solved, and stuff like that. For the professionalism side of it, I think like every project, I would say this, but we slowly getting better at the way we talk to each other, the way we divide work and stuff like that. More like a business and a whole actual group in real life. And then for the critical thinking, kind of went into all our mysteries. They're actually kind of fun to solve and stuff like that. For communication, it is a little late, so we communicated this is like the best time for us to do it. Since everyone has busy schedules, stuff like that. It went a lot into finding the right time, and everyone has midterms coming up, so it was kind of hard finding a certain time to record. Luckily, we found this time to record, so it worked out perfectly. Uh, And I think I can include career and self-development this time because we kind of all improved on our query writing and stuff like that. We've all certain gotten better at how we write them. They look a lot more neater too compared to the other times, and so does our GitHub. And now I'm going to pass it on to Michael for him to do the to-do list.
This is our to-do list. Me and Sareem's are pretty similar in terms of dates and stuff like that. Um, this time around, we kind of did everything a little bit quicker. The group meeting was on the 20th, the reading review chapters 21st, planning 21st, set up to-do list and technology preparation both on the 22nd. Um, wrote the series 1 to 7 on the same day, and then we had the meeting tonight, and then we're going to submit the final on GitHub later today as well.
Yep. Now I'm gonna go to the queries over here. He gave me his mysteries and I solved them, and I gave him my mysteries and he solved them. So for this one, I'll be presenting how I solved it. So first one I picked was mystery two, which is the any seed syrup has changed its quantity per unit to 12 to 550 milliliter bottles. I heard they were recently under new ownership. Find out who is changing these bottle sizes. Right. To solve this, it was not hard, but a little complicated because I had to go to the two different tables. The first table was the products one, I'm pretty sure, and the suppliers, where I had to find NECs first, and then I had to go to suppliers and find Charlotte Cooper, right? And then from there, that's basically actually it. With the product ID too, that helped a lot between the supplier contact. It helped to find uh Charles Cooper's products. I think they also had like product two and four on there. Then the next one is Mystery 3. This was kind of like an easy one, to be honest. It was there was a large quantity of orders that were discounted only 0.2%. Find out what those orders are. I kind of just went to the order details table where I kind of selected every single row. Um, and then I just had to find where the discount was zero point 0.2. So easy, zero point 0.2. Alrighty. And then for his mystery four, it was an employee is on the inside of one of the suppliers. They have something in common that makes it seem suspicious. Find out what it is. Right, so from this one, I had to use the employees and suppliers table. Um, when I was doing it, I kind of went through both the tables back and forth by doing select star and then from employee and suppliers. And then I kind of kept changing the where to find out which one. So when I went on employees, I looked up which company they worked for, and then when I went on city, I kind of looked up where city, no, supplier, sorry. I looked at the city, and then it showed each company name with the thing. And within this one, it had Exotic Liquids with all of these employees, right? And then this was kind of a trick one because I got it wrong when I told him my answer, because he made it so that there is no answer, and turns out it was just a system glitch because they all also work with the company Exotic Liquids. So that one was a little tricky, little random one he threw in there. And then for his mystery five, it was the discount conspiracy. An anonymous tip mentions certain products are being sold off at 20%. A little too often to be a coincidence. Track down these suspicious transactions. Right. So this one took a while to find. Right. I had to find multiple different ones, including the 0.25. Uh, I had to join so many tables together and look through all these tables. As before, I just did select star and I kind of just went through each table. And then as I went there, I kept looking at each one, each row that I needed to. So, like for example, here the 0.2, then I kept ordering them like this to find each one. Yeah, and I came up with all these. Um, for his mystery number six, it it sloppy data entry or shell company moving goods under two names. Identify duplicate shipping address. Uh, this one was just from the from orders table, and then having account less than one. I had to find basically all duplicate orders. I know that we did it in class today, how to solve an easier way, but I didn't know that when I was solving it. So I kind of just did having account greater than one, and then ordered them by descending, just to kind of get rid of all the duplicates that were there, right? And then for the last one I can present, a shipment went out, but nobody knows who delivered it. Final orders that don't have a shipper assigned someone's hiding their tracks helps detect incomplete orders, records, or missing logistics data, ensuring every shipment is properly tracked. Um, I just basically selected the top 10. This one was another trick one he said in there because it was another system glitch where the just random order that got inputted that was actually never there. So I tried solving for something random. But this time I actually caught it fast, so I just did is null and nothing was found. So I assumed it was a system glitch. Now I'll pass it on to Michael for him to do how he solved my queries.
So these are streams mysteries, and I solved them. So for the first one, mystery one, the vanishing shipments. A stream of orders isn't leaving the warehouse, which regions are getting stuck, and since when? So for this first mystery, some of the in the warehouse they just stayed stuck. So my step one was to just check which regions had the most unshipped orders. I looked for records where the ship to date was null, meaning the order was never shipped, and that showed me which regions were affected the most. Then in my step two, I joined the orders to the customer tables to actually see whose orders it belonged to, along with the order and the required dates. And this helped me confirm which customers are waiting and how long they've been waiting, and which reasons are causing the bottleneck essentially. And yeah, and those are the results for the two steps. For the next one, mystery two, did two good discounts. Um, An anonymous tip says 20% plus discounts show up a bit too often. Orders and items are involved. Um, so for this one, there was a rumor about some products being discounted more than usual. So first, I quickly counted how many order lines had discounts above 20%. Then I pulled up the details from the view to see which customers, products, and reps were involved. This helped pinpoint exactly which transactions are being discounted too much. Possibly it could be like a sales rep giving away too many deals or something like that. Yeah, and then those are the uh, results from those two steps. For the next one, mystery three, duplicate doorsteps. Are different customers using the exact same shipping address? Could it be sloppy data or company? So for this one, Here I was just checking if multiple customers are using the same shipping address, which might mean shell company or message data. So my step one, I grouped by address, city, and country to see if any addresses were used more than once. If the count is greater than one, that means two or more orders share the same data. And then for my step two, um, lets me plug in one of those addresses to check which customers were sending to the same location. So for in my data, there weren't any duplicates at all, which means that the data set was clean, basically. But by this logic, it would catch shady duplicates had they or if they missed. Um, and yes, so these are the results for that, and also showed the empty data set. So for the next one, mystery four, the ghost shipper. A shipment went out, but nobody knows who delivered it. Find orders, missing shipper info. Um, so for this one, I had to just track down shipments that went out without an assigned shipper. So for my step one, I just looked for orders which the shipper ID was null, meaning the shipment happened, but no one recorded who delivered it. That for step two, it double checks for the orphan shippers cases where the ID doesn't match any record on the shipper table. This helps identify missing logistic data or any potential record mismatches. And those are the results. And then for lastly, mystery five, freight overloaded. Some orders pay suspiciously high freight compared to the goods value. Who's overpaying shipping? Um, so this one was about overpaying freight compared to the total cost of goods. So I just calculated each order's total merchandise value by summing up unit price times quality times one minus discount percentage for all order lines. Then I compare that total to the freight cost, and if the freight cost made up more than half of the value of the goods, that's a red flag. So these results would show which customers or orders are spending way too much on shipping compared to what they actually bought. And yeah, these would be the table results for those two steps as well. And yeah, those are the five mysteries that I chose.
Yeah, I think that's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much, Professor.